Hey YouTube, Beachhead here. I'm going to do a review on the SOCOM Gear M9A1. I got the black version just because I wanted a standard M9, although it does show they have a tan version as well. So you receive it in this box, you open it up, you'll get a nice manual, very informative, and actually has good grammar, which I'm surprised at. You receive your gun, a magazine, and a suppressor and an adapter. Also, you'll get this nice little sticker by SOCOM Gear. This is not the exact same suppressor you'll get a different one, although I gave that one to a friend because I already had this. Let's take out the gun. Okay, the construction of this is very well made. It's full metal, aside from the plastic rubberized hand grips, which feel amazing in the hand. One thing I don't like about this is how the paint was applied. It seems to wear very easily. I think they could have done a lot better job on that. Going around with the features threaded in a barrel, which is why you need the adapter, which I'm going to harp upon because it has a couple of design flaws. For instance, it is a regular thread here to get it into the gun, and once that is tightened, it starts loosening your suppressor, so you can't really torque any of the two down, and what that will cause is it won't be properly seated in the gun, thus it'll be crooked or something. And I've heard actually players sometimes breaking it off in mid-game. So the only thing I'm really going to use this for is making myself feel like a Boondock Saint, for all those Boondock Saint aficionados out there. Okay, moving on back. The spring in this is absolutely great for an airsoft gun. It's very nice and strong. It sounds great, but again, if you compare this to a real gun, it would sound like a pansy. You have an ambidextrous safety here. It is double action, as you can see here, as well as single action, as you can see there. The trigger weight can be probably compared to the PX4. I haven't shot a real M9, so I'm not sure really how to compare it to that. It's on the heavy side, definitely not a Glock. I haven't measured it, so I don't really know, but single action, it's pretty light, pretty crisp. It's nice. The sights on this thing are pretty nice. I like the white dot. Looks amazing. Has that high contrast for the front sight. Front sight, front sight, front sight. The only thing is, it's classic Beretta. They're a little bit loose. You got a lot of wobble there, but it's standard. It's not a race gun. They're combat sights. They're not supposed to be precision. It features a lanyard loop down here. Construction looks nice, although I don't have a lanyard to test it. The magazine will fall out freely. No big hustle or bustle. Takedown is exactly like the real M9. I'm going to depress the button over here. Flip this lever down. Pull them two receivers apart. And even the internal components take apart very similar to the real M9. What you're going to do is press down on the recoil spring, twist it to the side to free that little nub there, and pull out. You have separation of that. And your barrel will just pull out too. Have separation of that. And then you can further take it apart by pulling. Oh shiz. Now this will happen, and there goes my spring. This has happened to me 3 times in the past. It's a major pain in the arse because that spring will fly so far and it is so small that I can't even find it. We'll be back. Scotty makes everything better. Yes. I will find that spring. After I eat my biscotti. Alright, So after a glass of milk and a biscotti, and the TA-21 coming to the rescue, I finally found the teeny eensy weensy tiny little spring that came out of this doohickey here. And this is a very, very big pain in the butt to get back in, which can also result in flinging this even further than it flung before. So I'm going to save that till later. But what I wanted to show you, until I was interrupted by that stupid spring, was separating these two things allows you to pull out your barrel, put a tight bore on, but some people were complaining that the SOCOM Gear did not have an adjustable hop-up. But this little screw right here is your adjustable hop-up. It's a pain to do because you have to bypass this little nuisance and risk losing that every time. But once you get it dialed down, it's pretty sweet. Now, some of you may have noticed when I was flipping it around, this ginormous gash on the side. That was done last Saturday in a game in which I was sprinting for cover, not looking where I was going, and apparently my foot landed on a hose and I took a nasty fall, possibly breaking my ankle. We're still not sure yet because the x-rays weren't quite clear. But this hurt more than my leg, looking down and seeing that A, my Safariland holster had been chewed up, and B, the grips and this mag had been like absolutely decimated. It doesn't affect the functionality because, you know, it still functions. There's no gas leaks or anything like that, so we're good on that. But it looks pretty darn ugly, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna probably paint it. It did great. I scored a couple kills. It shoots amazing, nice and accurate, pretty reliable. Although it was pretty cold. It was running around 40, 45 degrees, which is on the low end for effective, you know, propane or green gas because it loses pressure. So what I did was I put some hand warmers inside of my magazine pouches to warm the gas up, and that seemed to work great, although it didn't do squat for the one inside the gun. So usually I had to change that up. But other than that, it's a great gun. I'd highly suggest it. Shoots accurate and very reliable. You know, it even comes with, you know, your inner boondock saint. So I'd highly suggest it. The FPS is good, the price is right, comes with stuff, is good quality. Thanks for watching. This is Beachhead. Gonna get another biscotti. Out.